I want to welcome you guys back to the Principals Podcast. We're going back to the roots here. We have Mr. Heim, Mr. Bandera. There's no special guest. No one's going to pop up today. We're transitioning into a holiday weekend where many of our listeners are celebrating Passover and Easter and going into Easter Monday. So we wanted to take this time for this podcast. We'll make it very, brief, but, in the spirit of all of our friends out there that send us emails of when the podcast is going to be on or when Kahoot's going to be on, we wanted to make sure that they could hear our voice one last time before we go into the break. So, guys, I want to focus today simply on the craziness of our lives. Let's simplify things today, and let's focus on what we are grateful for as we transition into this holiday weekend. So, any of you guys can start.
So I'll take it off. So thankful that we've gotten to spend this time together. Different ways learning. When I get to join classes, I like seeing our students. That's been a big point of my day. I'm a people person. I hate working in the summer when we go multiple weeks without seeing our students. So I'm happy that through different ways, through meetings and things like that, I've gotten to spend some time with students. Personally, I would not be able to show my wife this if I didn't say I'm not thankful for her, because lately our son's been a little tired and confused about why mom and dad are home every day. And she's been phenomenal with, when he starts crying, grabbing him or pick him up when I'm in the middle of a meeting. So for all those of you who've been meeting with me lately, you've probably heard Anderson going off. So I'm just thankful that my she's been a rock star at that.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Bandera. I'm not sure if I can say it any better than he has. Thankful for getting to know the staff. I think we're getting to know each other even more at a deeper level. I know that we're there for our kids, and we always have been, and I think we're doing a phenomenal job. Like Ryan said, I'm thankful for my wife. For those who have said it always seems quiet behind you, that's because my wife is working a full-time job as a school counselor, but also taking care of 3 boys and managing their schooling and everything they have to do. So without her, I don't know what I would be doing, because she hasn't been here today. And today has been probably the most exhausting day of all the days of trying to manage being on the screen, also trying to get things so the boys are having lunch, getting their assignments done, and keeping their hands to themselves, which is homeschooling 101, I think. How about you, Murray?
I'm extremely grateful for both of you guys for our friendship, for your leadership. I'm very grateful for our counselors and all the things that they have helped us through this, and Mrs. Blackburn and our staff and all of our students. This has been very tiring, and absolutely, it has been such a wonderful thing to be in the presence of my wife and my kids every day, and I mean that wholeheartedly. There has really been no arguments at all with our kids. They have actually grown closer together. They constantly want to be together after the school day is over. My wife has been such a rock star doing all the things that she's doing with work and helping support me upstairs when I'm working on this and giving me the time, and I give her the time. We touch base throughout the day. And I'm just really grateful for our health and our faith and certainly our happiness. And so that's what I'm grateful for as we transition to Easter weekend. You guys have any in-house plans?
So I bought a ham the other day. I plan to throw it on my smoker and put a nice glaze on it and kind of do some of that. My wife calls them funeral potatoes, so we're gonna make some cheesy funeral potatoes over the weekend, and hoping my mother-in-law will happen to drop off some of her deviled eggs. That's what I'm hoping for.
Nice.
I've taken the initiative to have all 3 boys come up with a meal that they have to kind of put together. I'll cook it for them, but they have to put together the ideas for our Easter Sunday and going into Holy Monday with Easter Monday. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to unplugging a little bit. I will say one of the things that my wife noted, she's like, boy, you guys have a lot of fun, because she hears me laughing a lot. I do appreciate the fun that we have, even though we're doing a lot of hours, a lot of work. We always seem to be doing it with laughter and some smiles, which makes the day go a little bit quicker. So I appreciate appreciate everything that both of you are doing. It's a true pleasure to work with you guys. But I think it's time for all three of us to unplug, get away for a little bit, recenter ourselves so that we can stay strong mentally, physically, and spiritually, which I think is important for us to drive through the rest of the school year.
And I don't know about you guys, but I just started doing this weird hailing, snowing, sleeting thing outside at my window. So who knows?
Just like this morning where it was snowing here and it first was nice at your place for like 10 minutes. It's actually blue skies and some white clouds right now. So I'm actually going to take advantage of that, go outside, get some fresh air. We're going to, all of us are going to unplug for the weekend. Obviously, that would be, we're going to still do some things that we have to do, but we are not going to have a podcast again until we transition back on, I guess that would be Tuesday. I'm certainly will see you guys in conversations throughout the weekend. If you don't hear from us, we're still kicking around here. But the fact is that we wish you a wonderful weekend with your family, and certainly hope for continued health and happiness. Any final shout outs, guys?
Well, my one reminder to students is check your emails. I know it's not a good shout out, but check your emails because it's important that there's a lot of stuff going there, and Mr. Murray sent a couple of good emails this afternoon. So check your emails when you get a chance. And let's see, shout out to Mr. Hyam, Mr. Kovac, and Mr. Hurlbut today wearing their hockey jerseys, even though I don't know much about hockey. Seems like a fun sport, even though I said it's figure skating with a stick.
A shout out to both of you for being in so many meetings at the same time. It frees me up to kind of work on some things behind the scenes. So really appreciate that. Hope everyone has a great weekend. See you back here on Tuesday.
Yep, same. My shout out is I haven't really given enough love to our 8th graders. So I am going to give a shout out to all of our 8th graders. I hope all is well. I know that Uncle Kyle has been checking in with you, but I want to make sure the three of us are also checking in with you. So, guys, have a great weekend.
We'll have an 8th grade podcast next week. We'll have to invite some in. See who emails you this weekend.
Yeah, email us, 8th graders who want to join our podcast, and then we'll get that rolling next week. I know Snyder will be on probably to join us, and then we'll try to get some creativity going again because this is a way that we enjoy closing out the day. So, guys, have a great weekend. And peace out.
Deuces.